Hi guys, today is going to be the first episode for the Super Dream series, and what I wanted to talk about is obviously the prep work that I'm going to be doing for the bike. So obviously if you saw my previous episode about the CB250N Super Dream, and there was quite a lot of work that I need to do, so I needed a battery because the old one was I think it was actually leaking. It was, at least it seemed to me, that was coming from the battery, and it's too old, so it needs to be replaced. I also been told that because the bike hasn't been running for such a long time, that I should replace the oil, engine oil. So there's a few things that needed to be done. So I never done any of this work on my CB1000R. I literally only changed the air filter, changed a few things, but I never retouched the engine. Even for oil change, because I usually take it to Honda and they do the service, and so I keep my hands clean on that front. So what I wanted to talk about is how I'm going to be doing this and what have I done to prepare for this whole project. I have no previous knowledge of how to do most of this work, to be honest with you. So as I mentioned before, it's going to be an extremely massive learning curve. But if you've never done it, again, we can do it together, and it will be a lot of fun. So first things first, I bought a new battery, and this is bigger than the one that was there originally. The one that was there was much smaller and obviously much lighter, and the bracket was a different bracket from the original one. I was thinking, if I'm going to put this bike together or make it work, I might as well use the original pieces or original parts that they advised to use. So I went on the David Silver website, which I again mentioned on the previous episode, one of the best places to buy parts for your old motorbikes. So the battery cost me about between 40 and 50 quid. Again, I'll put the exact price there. And I bought the oil. Now the engine oil you can buy for many parts. You need to make sure you're getting the right one for your bike, and this one I think is what is it? I don't know if you can see here, is a 10W40. You can see it there, and this was the one advised for my bike. I looked around because that one, once you know which engine it is, so it's going to be a semi-synthetic engine oil, is for four-stroke motor. So obviously although I wanted to do a budget project on this and buy things very cheap, I thought the engine is one of the areas that you need to spend a little bit more money. Plus I found a really good deal on this, was a 4 litre plus 1 litre, so they give 1 litre free, and then this will allow me to last a little bit longer for the first one and the second. The other thing I wanted to do is, obviously, if I'm changing the oil, I need to change the oil filter. So this one I bought at David Silver again, and they had a few options, and this was actually the most expensive, but this is the original Honda one, and you can see here. So there was other, if you actually look on K&N, which is one of the manufacturers that I really like buying things from because of their quality. They actually had one for my bike, a little bit more expensive, not a lot, but it didn't say on the specs or what comes in the box. It didn't say if it came with these rubber seals. So for that reason, I thought, you know what, if it doesn't, and the old ones need to be replaced, I didn't want to risk it, and so I went with the original one, which, to be honest, I think was about the same price. But if you can get those, if it does come with these rubber seals, then I probably would have gone with the K&N. The other thing I bought, and this I bought on Amazon, and this was about £5, just a what is it called, oil drain pan, and it's a 6 litre. I think the bike has about 2.5 litres on the engine, so this will be more than enough to dispose. Obviously dispose it properly, you know, not just anywhere in your household. Needs to be done properly, so I'm going to be doing that, and this should be big enough to capture it, and then and that side is covered. So the battery and oil change will be done. I also need to get some petrol because I think the bike has no petrol, so I'll need to go and get some to start the bike. Now, other things that I've bought to help me with this are two things. One of them is probably the most important one, and is the Honda Owner's Workshop Manual, and this is by Haynes. I tried to buy one of these for my CB1000R 2009 model. They don't have any available. Well, they haven't even done one that you can get for the previous model, but not for my one. But this, I always wanted to get one of these just because this, I don't know if you probably won't be able to see with great detail. This gives you a lot of information on your bike and how to disassemble, how to, you know, things about the engine, oil change, forks, lights, everything. I had a quick look at it, and this is, again, it's not something for you to just pick up and study. This is more of a reference, at least that's how I'm going to use it. So when I need to do something, I'll just open up on the page that they refer to it. So I wanted to know a little bit about the battery, I wanted to know about the oil change, and they provide a lot of information, and it's something that everyone should really have if you really want to learn about how to maintain your motorbike, especially if it's an old one and you feel comfortable to do yourself. Why not, right? And so this was a great buy, and this covers the models CB250 and CB400N Super Dreams from 1978 to 1984. So this, yeah, covers the whole lot. So a lot of models, and they do a digital version, but the reason why I didn't go for the digital one is because you need to log into their website, so Haynes website, to actually view the document. So it's not like a PDF that you can just keep it on your phone or on your iPad and just open and browse. Because of that, I was thinking that's a bit painful because I need to have internet connection, and it's just, you know, it's a bit of a faff. On the book, you just open, you keep it with you, you can write notes. It's just easier. I find the printed version much better. Now, the other thing that I bought, and I bought this a while back, a few months back again, actually, was when I went to the Bike Shed show this summer, and it was an awesome show. It was great, the atmosphere was amazing. But one of the things that I managed to get there, and probably the only thing I've bought there, was the Gary Inman book, which is the How to Build a Motorcycle. And this I bought because I heard a lot about it, but I honestly had no intention to build a bike or have a project like this, like such a big project. I thought about buying all the bike, but that was working. Most things, you know, that I could just swap, like I'm doing on my CB1000R. But this, you know, almost like they knew I was going to embark in a project like this. So this book is amazing, and I actually managed to buy it from Gary Inman, which I didn't even know. I just saw the book I wanted to buy, and he said, you know, I'm the author. So he actually wrote me a little message. So to Victor, happy spannering. So it was great. You know, and these things only happen when you go to these shows and you actually get to meet these people. So it was great. And I also got a few stickers which I put on my laptop. So this you know, tells you a little bit about what to keep an eye on, what you should be doing, and tells you a little bit about you know, the direction that you're going to be taking in your project. And obviously tells you about the different types of motorbikes, like Boba, Cafe Racer, Street Scrambler, and this is the one that I would like to go for. So yeah, so this is kind of the style. I think it's a little bit more fun, you know, different positions, something different to what I have. Yeah, and that tells you about the types and the subspecies. So it tells you about the tools, and this was again really important, because there's no point embarking on a project, starting the work, and then finding out you don't have the right equipment and you kind of stuck. So this book was extremely useful, and I didn't expect it to be this useful. I thought I was just going to keep it as a collection and maybe have a look in the future, but didn't know it was going to be that near future. Anyway, so this is what I'm planning to do. This is what I have at the moment. I'm going to be ordering a lot more parts for the bike, and join me in my next episode, which I'm going to try to start the bike, and I'm going to be looking, probably disassemble parts of it, and just to make, to remove all the noise, all the things that I don't want on the bike, or I don't want to keep at least, and I'm going to see if what else needs attention. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.